What's going on? What's going on? Hey, it's your boy Skills. How y'all doing? Alright, what's up? Okay, so I got actually a couple months ago, the Orb Audio. Alright, and it's called the Mini-T. Now, what this is actually an amplifier. Now, I know you're thinking to yourself, you know what? It's not a Kenwood. You know, it's not a Sony. It doesn't have HDMI input. So, hey, what can it really do? Can it get up pretty loud? Actually, it can. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead, I'm showing you what it looks like. Right? And you saw my unboxing with it. So, you see the way it looks, and you see how big it is in comparison to my hand, alright? Okay, so you see all that, and you're thinking to yourself, can this thing get up loud? Yes, it can. And you'll see momentarily. I promise you. You'll be like, wow, Skills, you were right. So, let's go ahead and do it, shall we? Alright, everybody, so we're back. Alright, and just so y'all can see, I have my iPhone 4 hooked up to the Mini-T, and you see the additional 2 speakers. Now, this setup right here will run you $300, and I know you're thinking, wow, that's a lot, and it actually is. But the thing about this right here can replace a home stereo system. It's not a bad trade-off. Now, the only bad thing that I don't like about this is there are no HDMI inputs or outputs, and there isn't any optical. They have told me that the newer Mini-T amps should have this feature. We'll see. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start playing something, alright? And you see where it's set at, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on blast. So you see that? That's at half. And that's, of course, everything's put on blast with this at full volume. Now,
listen to the rain, and it doesn't sound the same when it was fun.
So you see how loud it can get. And it's just those 2 speakers, that's it. And you see this right here is playing. So I'm going to let that play for a minute, let y'all marinate on that.
It's the sound of a heart getting louder, beating like a hollow drum. Like a hollow, hollow, hollow drum. Like a hollow, hollow, hollow drum. So hold your tongue, you can't look me in the eye. You won't remember, you won't even try. All I knew is there was fire in the room, but it got cold too soon.
Now, another real cool feature about this is those speakers. You see how much real estate that this would take up. Not much. Power, it's going to use a lot less than an amplifier would. So, they also have one, the SuperEight subwoofer. Now, that would run you, if I'm not mistaken, I believe $299 for that as well, and the whole setup. So, you're starting to get up to about $600 if you want to add a subwoofer to it. Now, I actually will go ahead and put the subwoofer with it, and then you will get a chance to hear how that sounds as well. So, but that's just those 2 speakers right there. So, I mean, it's really killer. Killer sound for a small, component that doesn't take a whole lot of real estate.
Like a hollow, hollow, hollow drum.
Alright, so let's go ahead and hook up the subwoofer. So we're back, peeps, and this is the SuperEight subwoofer, and it's hooked up to the Mini-T amp. So I'm going to play a few instrumentals, a little bit of hip-hop, so y'all can see it, and of course, you can see There's my iPod right there, my iPhone, right? So y'all see it, alright? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit. And you can hear the speaker. And you, of course, you see both of the satellite speakers on top with the mini amp. And all that space fits in my chair easily, my recliner. So you hear that bass kick. Let's go with a little bit more. Hear that? Hear the bass? And that's not even cranked up. You know, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's only about maybe a third of the way up. And I don't know if you can hear it. I can hear it right here though. It's popping. Alright. Bass about to kick in. It's hot. Ten points if you can figure out what video game this song was featured in. Test Drive Unlimited 2. That's Tevin Campbell, Alone With You.
My name's Tevin. What's yours?
And lastly, what about this, y'all? Magneto's theme. Very, very deep bass. The satellite speakers perform as expected, but I'm serious. All that package right there, $600, you're set. You know, and it can replace pretty much, you know, a $200 amp, speakers and everything. You got it right there. Now, I have not tried it with any other speakers. I'm actually going to hook it up to, I have a couple Bose that I was going to hook it up to, see if I can still get a sound out of it. So who knows? But anyway, it's a little bit pricey, but seriously, I mean, $600, and it can replace your existing speaker, like I said. And they do have a new one that's coming out that has more outputs as far as for speakers. This right here just has two, actually three if you include the subwoofer. And on the back of the subwoofer, there's some other outs. I've contacted Orb Audio about that. They haven't really said anything. They said right now the unit can just support 3. If I'm wrong, I'll update it in the post. But anyway, do I recommend this? Yes. However, I would wait for the new Mini-T that's coming out, the upgraded version and everything. So anyway, it's your boy Skills. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'll go ahead and disconnect this right here. So anyway, you know you can find me all that. Like I said, ads should be like right there. Boom, click below the ad. Like I said, anyway, the ad's right here where my funky finger is. But there you go. So the Mini-T amp with the SuperEight subwoofer. Awesome unit. So I highly recommend it. Like I said, I've enjoyed my time with it. So hate to see it go. Anyway, it's your boy Skills. I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.